Tip of the Hats, day 2 of 2021. I'm on the couch with 2 of my best buds here to bring you some wonderful charity moments. I'm Fender, this is Geel, and this is Harsha to my right.
Hey guys.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I'm on island time, as you can see. I'm enjoying my stay here in Tip of the Hats land, and we're big chillin'. We're all gonna have a big pool stream as soon as more people show up, so we can really rack in the donations. We're all gonna be playing beach volleyball and soccer on the sand, and
Other beach games.
Other beach. Isn't there a game where you literally run for a flag? You plant a flag in the middle of something, and you are on 2 opposite ends, and you just
Like in
towards the
Halo?
middle. That's Griffball.
You can make that a game if you want. I mean,
Anything can be a game.
Yeah.
Speaking of games, this is not a game. This is parody. And I have nothing else to say. I forgot to put my sunblock in my pocket here. Does anyone else want to fill for time? Let's talk about what we're doing here today. How about that?
Yeah.
Why are we here, Geel?
well, I'm here because I wanted to get some sick island time as well. You seem to have taken all of the.
You look it in the jeans.
Yeah. I mean, I wear jeans everywhere. But the reason we're actually here is to raise money for Camp One Step. Camp One Step is a series of programs for kids with cancer. I think the quote on the Tip of the Hats website says it best. I think it was, chemotherapy may have cured my cancer, but camp cured my spirit.
Yep.
And I think that really just says it all. There is, of course, the medical and the research behind, cancer. But then thinking from the perspective of an actual, a child dealing with these things. Fortunately, I don't have that perspective, but I would imagine it's terrifying, and it's great to go to somewhere where everyone else can relate and know what you're going through, and also have a great time and have all your medical needs met. That's what Camp One Step does. So all your donations go straight to Camp One Step, fully tax deductible. Go to tipofthehats.org/donate, or just go to tipofthehats.org and then click on donate. Little gamer pro tip for you.
Yep.
Yeah. We also have, of course, I'm wearing this shirt. You can't get this shirt. This is an exclusive shirt.
We also have Geel's shirt, which you can't get, but
you can get.
We are
Tip
going
of
to be
the Hat
raffling
shirts.
it off after the stream.
Yep, that's
So
right. A Geel worn shirt.
At 30K, we're going to get Geel to take off his shirt and give it away.
Shirtless
Yep.
stream, 30K.
No, thank you.
No, shop.tipofthehats.org for merchandise that you can own. Geel will have no say in whether you can wear it or not. It's out of his hands as soon as you buy it. So
Yeah.
take it away from Geel, please.
That's how legal tender works.
We
That's
also
right.
have incentives. So when you're donating, I think you can choose an incentive that you want to push towards. So
Yes.
be sure to check those out. I think we're getting Brent a tattoo if we reach a certain amount of
That's a
money.
lot of money to go.
But I think we can do it.
It's possible. It's
Yeah.
definitely possible.
I think it'd be nice
We
to have an
there
orange
is
bird on him.
Yes, there is a Sideshow incentive. Don't donate to that one. Sideshow is unfortunately, he is sick. That's not a joke. He is sick. He might have food poisoning. Sorry, Sideshow. We hope you're feeling better. Don't donate to that. We'll come up with some new stuff. But yeah, Duolingo. We'll try and put the money towards that, towards any other random Duolingo themed incentives that we come up with throughout the day. What else do we got to touch on?
Well, real quick, that merch store, there's a new shirt for 2021, but also all the previous shirts back to, I think, 2015.
That's right.
You can buy those as well, mint condition, reprint, NFTs, of course, not really, and of course all the old hoodies, all the old mugs, even the posters from 2019, and of course all the proceeds from the merch go straight to Camp One Step.
Everything does.
Everything does. Twitch
Donations,
subs, bit donations, Amazon Prime subs, everything goes.
I see
straight
one in
there.
chat. Glowcloud, 2-month subscription. They've got a TotH Harsha. Also, the John E. and John T. Hughes Foundation is matching $5,000 each day, and we met that handedly yesterday, and they are matching. So they will match $5,000 today if we hit that. So thank you to them, and thank you to you at home for donating. We're going to watch some old clips here. We also have a new. You want to hold that, Harsha?
Yeah, I got it.
We also have a new sweepstakes prize. Yesterday was a Switch as we know it today, right? The retail Switch. But now we have the OLED, right? It's the OLED
Nintendo Switch OLED edition,
which comes out the 8th
of October.
The 8th of October. And that one yesterday was $25. Today is $50, but it's a brand spanking new OLED. I don't even know what that stands for.
We went to the
Original
future
LED?
just to get it. So
Yeah, I mean, we were out at Nintendo HQ and we were talking about just some hookups and stuff. And
Yeah, I mean, my dad's great friends with John Nintendo, so you know,
Yep.
we tip of the hats, we got it all going on. And yeah, so that is a $50 donation. So all donations, individual donation, you had to donate at least $50 in a single donation in order to be entered into that sweepstakes.
yes,
And then that ends tonight at midnight Central Time. So you had to get your donations in by then. Of course, Tip of the Hats itself will be ending, but I believe we'll probably have donations open for a little bit afterwards
I
as
think
well.
it ends at midnight Central.
Yeah.
So if you're last minute Larry, procrastinator Perry, or any other alliteration name that I can come up with, there's hope for you yet. There's hope for you yet. Look, another sub, Firestar W, 8 months. Toss Sussy in the chat. And guys,
Ooh.
we've got whatever bits and goofs and gags come up. You could potentially alter the course of TotH emote history. TotH Sussy came into fruition yesterday. Same
Yeah.
with TotH Michael, which
I don't understand that one.
which really wasn't mentioned on the show at all. It just kind of came in and was here. So that's that, I guess.
we do have confirmation that the Switch will end at midnight Central.
Fantastic. Okay, we have some donations from overnight, it
Yes.
seems, and we'll get those out of the way, and then we'll get into some clips here. How about that?
So we got Red 144 with $25. No message. Mega Toad Master, not Toe Master. Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you too. Mega Toad Master with $25. We got Question 111 or 111, whichever you prefer. $6, and they left us a heart, so that was very nice of them.
Mm-hmm.
We got Gwenny B with $25. Shun with $50, and they say, "Yay, kids!" And that's about it.
That's right. So get your donations in, and we will read them on stream throughout the day today. Big, small. I know a lot of you guys have gotten your big time donations in, but I'm gonna make a push today called the little guys, where we get the little donations in. Let's get the little. You might say, yeah, I got my $50 in for Tip of the Hats that I set aside. I knew Tip of the Hats was coming this year. Got my $50 in. Great. I love that. Thank you so much for donating. But hear me out. Let's get the little guys. Let's get the little guys. Oh, I found $2 worth of quarters in my couch. Toss them our way. Toss them
Deposit
our
them
way.
first and then toss them our way.
That's
Yes.
right. You go to your bank and say, this needs to be deposited immediately.
Yeah, make sure, ask for the manager. If they don't get it in within the end of the business day, it has to be by the end of this business day.
Kick the door in
Yeah.
and
It's
say,
worth it for 50 cents.
I got a big time bucks. Actually, they're little guy bucks. So start that out. Hashtag Tip of the Hats 2021 little guys, and get that trending on Twitter in the United States. Shuts out.
Donations from the little guys for the little guys.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a little guy to donate, but I want
Little guy donations.
the little guys. I want
Yeah.
hashtag little guys to be flooding in. Let me know in the donations if you're a little guy.
But big guys are welcome too. Don't forget that.
That's true.
course.
But I'm saying, hey, a lot of you guys are dedicated fans, and you've said, hey, I got my $500. We've got 500. We've had 1,000 from really generous people. Thank you guys. $50, whatever. Anything helps. But I'm saying, make the little guys get in here. Go smash your sister's piggy bank. Get those. Don't do that. Actually, don't do that. But just get the little ones in. Let's get those little ones in today. That's my goal, personally.
Oh, it does look like we have some more pinned donations. So we got one from Chris Furebringer. I'm hoping I said that right. For $500, they say, calling for donations. Let's make some noise. Love reminiscing from the old days. 23K friends. If you play from the VOD.
Oh yeah. That was yesterday's.
Was that part not supposed to be read?
No. That's fine. We were asking for VOD stuff, and
Ah.
that was the recommendation was that.
Got it. So
we
we have a
pinned
clip.
that last night with the hope that maybe we would get to it today.
And
All
we
right.
have speaking of getting to things today, we have some clips to look at. We're gonna start with one of my favorites. It's the Bean segment from 2019. This was clipped by shouts out to Louster 200. Very funny. Illegal in most states. Bean. If you know, you know. Thanks, Mike, for the prime 3 months. Let's get into it. Let's take a peek.
Yes, all right.
Just eat it. Did you get a nice one? Oh boy.
I'm trying to find. Is there a marijuana flavor? That's what that tastes like.
Is there a marijuana flavor?
Don't think that's on there. I'm not sure which one I got.
I don't know what that is.
Yes, all right.
So this was what was it? Uno?
Yeah, this was the Uno
It was
segment.
Uno, and I don't know why. I don't know who brought these in. It might have been Tag. We just had like 2 boxes of Bean Boozled, which is a kind of like a party jelly bean prank thing where it is, I'll say 12 different flavors, but there are 2 variants of each. So there's like a blue one where it's like, this is either blueberry or toothpaste. And that's the tame end. You wish that you land on that when you flip the little spinner and it says like, eat this blue one. Or you get things where it's like toasted marshmallow or spoiled milk.
Yeah.
And Wyatt evidently landed on the secret mystery poll of Bean Boozled, which was the marijuana bean, I guess.
Tag must have brought the limited edition.
Yeah,
Bean Boozled.
this one was a limited edition. So he couldn't, despite the fact that he knew what he landed on with the flicker, he could not nail down the flavor and instead decided that was what he was going with. Great. Fantastic. Speaking of the next Bean segment, this one is, I think, one of my personal favorite clips. And I'm very glad that we revisit this.
Yeah.
It's for the best to skip Wyatt if we can.
Snoozing away.
Let's just go with the flow on that.
I guess
I say go
Bean
with the
has
flow.
me floating.
I don't know if that came through in the
We'll roll back the
stream,
VOD.
but Wyatt very quietly just said, Bean has me floating.
The bean is loud.
Bean is loud.
They played one of the blooper ones.
Hell yeah, baby.
It's
God.
for the best to skip
There's a
Wyatt
lot to
if we can.
dissect in this clip. There's so much. There's so much.
That was such quick thinking by production to play the blooper.
Yeah.
The blooper clip.
Yeah. So Truck and Wyatt did this green screen Wyatt like microphone. I don't know what we would even I think we referred to them as the green screen Wyatt clips. And it's just Wyatt saying like vaguely relevant segs into segments or just non sequiturs. And that one was a blooper one that for some reason was still produced and put on and that production had ready to go.
Yeah.
So you can see on the clip here when they play that blooper, we have our headsets on and we are like really into this Uno game and I can't really see people across from me or kitty corner. I'm kitty corner from Wyatt in this one.
Bean
When this
has
blooper
me
comes up,
floating.
I legitimately thought Wyatt
bean
after
is
he
loud.
said that just kind of blubbered out nonsense. So you can see me go like, what did you just say? Because I thought Wyatt just like blubbered out nonsense in like crystal clear audio and I had no idea what was going on. I had zero idea.
He thought the bean actually had him floating.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, Wyatt really selling that. He's really selling that. But yeah, that was one of those things where Wyatt saying that was very loud in my ears because our headsets were all linked where we could hear each other. But we had a program feed, but we weren't focused on that. We were focused on the Uno game.
Yeah, and like real quick on the note of those like those pop over Wyatt things, like so we had we had kind of planned out like some like Kurt and Wyatt just produced a ton of those.
Yeah.
I think one of them was even like, "Hey, Geel, nice shot." Even though like,
Even though you were not in any like first-person shooter segments.
And so we just had like this massive bank of them. And so before the event, we kind of planned out like, oh, this one might be funny for like if this happens during this segment or something. But like a lot of it was really just there's a bunch of people. There's like 3, 4, 5 people all involved in being the behind the scenes for any individual segment.
Yeah.
And so we all had our own mics talking to one another. And so Ixie, who was running the what do you call it? She was like directing a lot of the segments. And she would maybe be like, oh, play this one, or somebody else would suggest it. And so we'd like be hunting through this stream deck, and like there's like only so many buttons, and there's like 100 Wyatt clips, so you'd be like desperately searching for them.
Mm-hmm.
I think I accidentally pushed the wrong one like multiple times. But yeah, that's
in this case.
I'm here to give you guys, behind the scenes exclusive information.
Yeah, that's kind of what
all this stuff works.
This segment is behind the scenes stuff of like the documentary stories of the tip of the hat clips that you guys love. Yeah, this one instant favorite for me. Bean Has Me Floating is
It's so good. Everything about it is so good.
What a brilliant one-liner that was supposed to just be a complete throwaway. This one I completely forgot happened, but Harsha probably remembers it vividly. This was Tip of the Hat's 2017, the hot, I guess we'll just call it the hot pepper segment. Is what we could go with there.
Yes.
Okay.
What'd you have to say, Geel?
Hot is one way of describing it.
Right. We'll get into that.
We'll have to stop this at some point. I'm going to make us stop it, but basically what happened was we were told we're going to be eating Carolina Reapers. I think Josh at one point did a pepper challenge in some. I don't know if it was a TotH or another event.
Thank you.
But he did a pepper challenge, so people knew he was game to eat spicy things. And the way I felt, I was a newcomer. This was my first TotH, so I thought I have to prove myself amongst all these veterans.
Right.
So you know what? I'll take the other pepper.
Great.
So as you can see,
that.
we're handling them with gloves, so that kind of gives you a little bit of the scope of what we're going through. But
Yeah.
basically, what was explained to us after, and what was not known by the tip of the hat staff, is that this pepper was not actually a Carolina Reaper. It was a genetically modified. I think it was a cross between something called a 7-pot Primo and the Carolina Reaper, and it was sent under the guise of being a Carolina Reaper.
Literally, when we say lab grown, these are like this came into existence purely out of malice.
Yes.
This was like
somebody wanted to harm other people.
Josh is holding 2 weapons of destruction that were created for the sole purpose of hurting people. These are not for cooking. You're not gonna like be cute with these and add these to a little entree. You are in trouble if you eat this.
Yeah, if you have it near your face, you feel like you already feel like a burning sensation coming from it. So that's why we were told to handle them with gloves. We don't want to like touch ourselves after.
It irradiates heat.
Yeah.
I see Uber Train in chat saying that you're lactose intolerant, Harsha.
Yes, that's true. And so the other
Why would you do this?
The other problem is the way you calm down spicy things is you drink milk afterwards.
Right.
I was lactose intolerant, and I was like, I can't drink the milk. And then after about 20 minutes, I was like, okay, give me the milk. So
wow.
I chose the supper instead.
Wow, no lactate beforehand or anything?
No
like
lactate
you
beforehand.
were suffering in such a way that you were like, I will suffer in a unique way after this. Wow.
But I tried to play. We were playing like pubs, I think. I tried to play for 20 minutes, and I just couldn't breathe at some point, so I just had to run away. But I think Josh kept trying to talk, and he braved it. So I mean, that was impressive.
Yeah, look at you. You're like, oh, I don't really milk. That's not my thing.
I'm not too worried about it being in my stomach. I'm worried about the intense pain in my mouth.
So yeah, in like 2017, like this is during like one of the big bursts of like just eating hot peppers. Like that started becoming a thing around then.
Yeah.
So this is when like the zeitgeist of like these peppers are like the cool thing to do is eat a Carolina Reaper. Which spoiler alert, it's worse than the Carolina Reaper.
Just to let people know, we have 3 people helping us handle these peppers.
Yeah.
We have Jazz, Ness, and Aaron, all trying to help us with these peppers. You know, normally with a jalapeno, you can just take it out yourself.
Yeah. So like when you're doing dangerous things in production, you have like on-set safety and like experts that like are there in the back scenes. They're there for safety and making sure that everything is going regulatory. We basically had that equivalent of just a bunch of people making sure like we had the on-set pepper helpers.
Cheers, boys.
All right,
So are we
we'll go
actually-
past the point where
actually
we eat them, and then I think
you can chew it if
I
you
think
want.
we'll have to stop at some point. But you can hear me wheeze after I have the pepper.
Dude, do you remember what point of the day this was? Like
This was at the beginning of the day.
I would have been knocked out. I can handle spicy things, but like the turbo spicy things, like sorry, I'm out. I don't eat for the rest of the day. I start shaking. So good for you for.
I'll describe the pain because I think the one thing that did surprise me is it tasted like a pepper. Like it tasted like a normal pepper.
It had taste to it?
Yeah.
So-
So you take the first bite, you're like, oh, it can't be that bad. It tastes like a normal pepper. And then you swallow it, and then all of a sudden you feel this like searing sensation down your entire like your throat, your mouth. So that kind of lasted for a while. And yeah. It lasted
Yeah,
for
I heard it. I
pretty much
heard
the
it
whole
builds.
day.
I heard the really hot ones build.
Yeah.
What strikes me
Look at him go.
is just the like look at those. Like they are just so full of
Venom?
danger. Yeah, like it
Pepper venom.
fundamentally is not something you should eat.
Take off your gloves.
Oh. He jittered. He was rebooting.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I can't watch this.
So is this like, are we like stop
we
it
can
here?
keep going a little bit longer,
Okay.
but one of us is going to react, I think.
Harsha, talk to us, buddy.
So like right now we're still kind of smiles. We're like, oh, this is kind of funny. It's hot. When does it cross the threshold into misery? Like, I wish I wouldn't have.
I think it's already there.
You think we're there?
I'm trying to smile.
But we're all smiles?
Oh,
Yeah, like he just got the hiccups. I would totally be doing this too.
I'm like,
It's just on fire.
All right, we should stop soon.
Okay.
Because I know what's going to happen next.
Oh. Do you start retching? Uh-oh.
If you want to see the Harsha retch,
So
go
here you
on
go.
YouTube and find this video.
Here you go. You know those Twitter accounts of like moments before disaster or like cursed images or whatever, unfortunate events? Here you go. Here's one right here. Follow the mouse and crop that, and that you can forward that to those accounts, and that'll be great.
But
Great.
you're okay now.
Yeah, I lived.
Yeah.
I lived.
You know, you were able to continue the next day.
Yep.
Yeah. So what happened actually after was I like I said, I drank the milk, and then I kind of just sat around there for 20 minutes, and I was like, okay, I can play again. And then I'll just say the beginning of the day and the end of the day were the worst parts.
Great.
So
Well, on that note, I believe we have
we go to the next clip.
No, we have
Oh,
a
no,
video
you're right.
package from Jeff of Camp One Step for a little message for us and you at home. We'll pull that up real quick.
Hi everyone. I really wish I could be there in person with you today, but here I am on video. The most important thing I want to tell you is thank you. We could not do what we do and couldn't have done what we've done over the years without, one, the incredible Tip of the Hats team, the tireless work that you do, and the commitment you made to Camp One Step. I can't put into words how grateful we are. The other piece of this is to the Tip of the Hats community for everything you've done for us over the years, because for us to be able to do what we do to serve our campers and families, it starts with you, and that's the most important thing. And we are very, very grateful and will continue to be grateful for all that you've done. And what today and this weekend is going to be able to do is going to make so many kids and families happy, and it's going to bring camp to them when they most need it. So for us, you are a special group of individuals, both from the team and from the community, and we cannot thank you enough. We've been able to continue to navigate through the pandemic successfully with 9 virtual programs last year and over 830 campers served. And this year doing much of the same from a virtual perspective, but also we had an in-person summer camp, albeit it was smaller from a timeline and time frame perspective and a camper perspective, but it delivered camp at the most important time. And we'll continue to do that, and we know we'll continue to do that because of you. So thank you very much. We are very, very grateful. Wishing you a successful weekend, and we'll continue to tune in and watch and learn as well. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we are incredibly grateful to all of you. Thank you.
That's Jeff from Camp One Step with a really sweet message. Whisker said it in chat. Jeff and Katie from One Step Camp are awesome people. They're terrific. I've met them. I've had the pleasure of meeting them once in 2019, and
Yeah, like great people.
outstanding folk. Yeah, like totally outstanding folk. So yeah, you guys are 1.3 million and counting raised. That's $1,000 for a camper to be sent to camp, I believe. So
About that, yeah.
you do the math on that, and that's your guys' help directly. That is, you guys have done that. We've made an elevator happen at One Step Camp. We have a plaque, I believe, that's dedicated to the help that
we got a building made.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got a building made.
A big old building.
Yeah.
Take a look at that.
Tip of the Hats has changed, and I shouldn't have said we.
Yeah.
You guys have changed a ton of people's lives.
True.
And that's really what it's all about. Like, we all love coming here. We all love seeing one another and playing all these games and reliving all these moments. But it really is about, it's for the kids.
True.
So, looking back on it, and I mean, yeah, we were talking about Jeff, and I mean, like, I think he's been on set every single year, at least that I've been around, and he always like, he's just a really great guy. I mean, he's very genuine, and he remembers people's names between years, even though he only meets them for like a day.
Yep.
You can tell that what we're doing really matters. What you guys are doing really matters. Especially to the camp and the kids.
Yeah, Jeff made it a point to go around, and people that weren't busy would like ask how you're doing and like how long you've been with Tip of the Hats and like what you do here, and like specifically thank you and just tell you like personally like how much it means. So it's great. He's terrific.
Speaking of what you guys are doing, we actually have a bunch more donations to read out.
Absolutely.
So we got one from TT Tris for $50. They say, TotH is pretty cool. Sad to see you guys ending, but looking forward to the future. We got Just a Random Dude, 51. Dude with 2 O's. Keep that in mind. $50. Been loving this event ever since it started. Right around the time that I started playing TF2 at first, back in like high school, and I'm almost out of college now. It's a shame that the event is going to end right when I got a real job, and I can actually start donating money, but I'm going to have some amazing memories regardless. Thanks, everyone. I love all of y'all so much.
Thank you. You don't have to stop donating to Camp One Step if you don't want. I mean, like, keep it going. Make it an annual tradition for you personally. Make this a charity that you get involved with.
And you know what? We're still accepting donations this year.
This is true. We're not done.
We got one from Aaron for $5. Aaron says, why did the Art Thief's getaway vehicle run out of fuel? He had no Monet to buy gas to make the van go. All right. Thank you, Aaron.
We will tolerate the puns for the donation. Thank you.
We have Chortedin for $5. They say, hey, come on, I'm a little guy. I'm just a little guy. No, it's also my birthday. I'm a little birthday boy.
Just a little guy.
Hashtag little guy.
I'm just a little guy. I'm just donating $5. I'm just a little guy. Come on, it's my birthday.
Also, that's pronounced Cord Eden.
Yep.
Cord Eden. I'm pretty cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's one of those little guy donations, I'm telling you.
Thank you. And
little
then we
guys
got
for the little guys.
McCanter, 13, $25. They say charity is pretty cool. I would agree. Charity is pretty cool.
Astute.
We got Nicolaus, $5. Hashtag TotH 2021 little guys. We got a lot of little guys.
That's right. Bring them in. Bring it. Come on in, little guys. There's plenty of space for you.
Sean Budd with $1. Hey guys, I found some couch quarters. Question: what does minimum donation mean? Is that for the hashtag little guys?
Sean, I don't know what you mean. Sean, I'm talking directly to you. Sean Budd, at home. I don't know what you mean. Is that a genuine question? Is this a joke? I'm sorry if I did something wrong.
I'm not aware of any minimum donation. Maybe, PayPal might limit it to like $1 or something. But yeah, I don't. There is no minimum donation. All of it goes,
That's right.
straight to Camp One Step, and every money is fungible, so every single dollar counts.
We got William Ferguson with $15. No message.
Thank you.
Crowell with $50. We got Justice with $5. Oren with $2.50, and they say for the kids indeed. Anonymous up with $100. Vexen with $5. They say tell Knert I said hello, and I'm glad he is still living. I'll let Knert know that when I see him.
Hey, Kurt. Good news.
Kurt says hi.
Someone's happy you're alive, bud.
We got Donut with 3 T's, $25. They said have to work late last night, have to work late last night, and a busy day ahead of me today, so I can't watch for long. But thanks for hosting TotH again and helping the kids with a Z. Hope you guys have a lot of fun. Big love also to Bren. Tat is the Pepega? Bren thing is the Pepega. Content I want to see. Let it happen. Oh, tattoo.
Oh.
There we go. Okay. All right. Sorry about that donut with 3 T's.
It's fine.
We got Flambe 191 with $50. Slicer with $50 as well. And another anonymous with $100. They left a note. Love it. Great work. Thank you, anonymous.
Thank you.
We got 1101 Lovelace. I mean, you probably say 1101. I don't know.
Sure.
With $10, they say, I'm sorry. Don't be sorry for donating.
You're forgiven.
And then we got Mega Toadmaster again with $50. Thank you, guys.
Wow. A lot of big ones still. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for the donations. We'll get back into clip watching here. How about that? Keep the donations coming in. We will read them. That's our promise to you.
Not necessarily.
Sorry. Never mind. Geel.
Keep the kind donations coming.
Geel upends me and says,
I apologize.
Speaking of Geel, Geel.
Nice segue.
Well, Geel, if you're such a boss, why don't you take over? Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. He's handed me
Play the clip.
I'll just hit play. Ah, yes. This is one of my favorite moments of Tip of the Hat. So I asked Loris, who, by the way, shout out Loris. He's not here, so he can't defend himself, so he lost to me in MGE.
Right after this.
So Loris, I think he's been on stream a number of times.
Yeah.
He's a video editor. He does a number of things. He's I think he
outros.
might be working on something for later, but we'll look into that. And so I came to him and I was like, hey man, I've been running this one ad for like a decade. And, I think it'd be really funny to just run like a corrupted version like once. And, the whole hats equals skill thing. And, I'm aware of the fact that hats are skill, and I wanted to make a joke about that. And so I created my own version of it, and I'm not a video editor, and I showed it to Loris, and he was like, no, Geel. Like, this is garbage. Like, let me do it. When I was like, all right, man, like, I'll pay you for your effort. And I don't know if I've actually ever paid him. Loris, if I haven't paid you, please get in contact with me. It's
Loris,
genuinely, like, things were just super crazy that year.
Email Geel at this web zone immediately.
But he just whipped this up, and I love that man. And I X's and O's to you, Loris.
All of the, namely, this is just what I can think of, the 2019 outro videos every day. Loris, that was like, those were his babies.
Yeah.
Every day he would just completely blindside us with like how incredible those videos were.
Yeah. Like he would have like things from like the segment just before we ended. And I was like, how did you do that? And yeah. I
don't think I ever saw him like just not doing something. Like there at the editing bay station in 2019, I would always just pop by there if I was not doing anything, and like he would just always be toiling away at something. Not like super busy, but he would just always have these ideas going, and he's a brilliant mind. So.
Yeah, he was always busy losing to me at MGE when he wasn't busy doing incredible work for charity.
And he's not here to defend himself, so keep that in mind.
Yeah,
that's right.
Of course.
Whisker said I should play your rows and columns clip, but we didn't find those in the highlights.
No, that's not.
You'll get your comeuppance.
If we can get that, we'll look into it. Just a little gamer pro tip for all you gamers out there. Rows
tell us
are the things that go side to side, right? When you're looking at it from this perspective, and then columns are the ones that go up and down. So
gamer pro tip, guys.
Yeah, gamer pro tip. I know it's extremely complicated and impossible to remember, but
which is this clip?
This I don't know.
I believe this might be
You pulled it up. You're the master.
I believe this might be my interview segment.
Ah, yes. Back to you guys on the couch, Harsha.
Yes, back to us on the couch.
That's right.
Plugged in.
So basically,
Also, your
the way
head's
this
jumped
gag
off by the
started,
lobby.
if people are familiar with it, is
Let's get an XL
we were
arcade
having like we're having people casting the show matches, and because it's Overwatch, I was like, I guess I can do like sideline interviews or something like along that line. And then like as the day went on, it was like let's make this stupid. Like let's try and make it like funny or something like that. So I thought maybe I just won't plug in the microphones, and then I realized we could just mess with everybody that was on stage that were like. Everybody was trying to, participate in this match, take it kind of not seriously, but they wanted to win.
It was like it was both. It was yeah.
Yeah, and so progressively, like throughout the day, I would just try and bother people that were actually doing things. So it started off with like just a gag, but then Clockwork was playing the match, and then I walked up to him while he was playing, and I was like, hey, like you have an interview right now. And then I think the same thing happened with Star.
Yeah.
I started bothering the casters while they were trying to cast. We just wanted to make it as disruptive as possible. Yeah, so now I'm just on this.
Just meandered on the set, which is like, don't ever do this ever, like ever. But yeah, we'll try and get this right in the yeah, here we go.
Another fantastic map.
That's a good one.
Just wanders in.
Yeah.
Then Hollywood, another classic.
Cool.
I did specifically not plug in the microphone. We just have it like loop so that people can see it at the end of it.
And like this wasn't planned. Like it wasn't like, okay, Sideshow, get ready. Like Harsha's gonna.
Oh yeah. So I would just grab. I think it was Jazz maybe at the time, and I forget who was actually doing the I guess the camera work, but basically like I was like, hey, I'm gonna go in right now, and then nobody would know, and then I just walk in.
Well,
I like that he
really just.
gets really close to that mic that is not functional.
Oh, and I would specifically not let go of the mic.
Yeah,
that was another thing.
I mean, you don't ever grab the mic when you're being interviewed, first off, but
That was Harsha.
you just disappear after that? Do you really just disappear?
Yeah,
Were you just there for Bren? Wow, that's incredible. Let's try. I know the Clockwork one is up ahead a little
I
bit.
think at one point.
Here we go. So here's one.
Oh, this is one. Okay. Sorry about that.
You really do have the newscaster look down. You do the earpiece in, despite none of that actually. No production feed in our ears, and no production feed in Harsha's ears.
I remember at one point, I think, what was it? There was, I think people brought in like a mirror and they're like, hey, interview yourself now.
Yeah.
And then there's like a production feed, so they're like, interview yourself on the production feed. We just try to make it as ridiculous as possible.
The surreal moment.
I think at one point also, the couch is like full. There's no more capacity for another person on the couch. But I remember I like moved Justin and Bren. I was like, get to the sides, and I just sat in the middle of them.
Move.
He's learning quick.
In the meantime, Bren, you're
Yeah, we just tried to make it as ridiculous as possible.
Oh yeah. Uberchain's got a great point. You closed off your interview with You said Clockwork is a coach for Outlaws. I'm not. After you were dropped, or what?
Oh, I wasn't. Yeah. So at that time, I wasn't working, I like left my previous team due to dubious circumstances. I wasn't on another team, so basically, I would always try and appear salty, like that Clockwork was working as a coach while I wasn't. So that was that gag, I guess.
Just like completely bitter. Like it's solely for people that were in the know about Overwatch like happenings and the like. And for anyone who wasn't aware of that, it just comes off as Harsha just being completely disinterested in interviewing this guy at all. Which I don't remember where that is, but we'll just keep going and hopefully we'll come across gold here.
I also laugh a lot, but I was able to keep a straight face for most of this,
yeah,
which I'm very proud of.
You sold this really well. I don't know where. There we go.
Team captain and coach of Team Sideshow, Joshua Sideshow Wilkinson.
Another Sideshow.
Now, Josh, I see Dante is playing main support for your team. Can you explain what kind of coaching led to this horrible decision?
So we saw Dante's performance on the Shock in the entirety of the Overwatch League Season 1, and we really weren't impressed with how coaches were utilizing him on the San Francisco Shock. There was a guy, I can't exactly remember who the coach was, that they recently removed from the San Francisco Shock, or decided to...
You just stop listening.
What are you doing? Put the mic
So obviously Josh is trying to make fun of me because I worked for the San Francisco Shock at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, he lost his mic privileges.
Yep. You were not interested in that.
The origin of it all.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that is-
that is the TotH look right there.
It's my finest work.
Yeah.
The entire 5 years of being this show. It's the best thing I've
That was probably close to the debut because usually we would push those notifications when the emotes come out, right?
Yeah.
So that was you guys probably just witnessed emote history right
creation,
there
yeah.
on VOD.
I wasn't really paying too much.
Live on VOD.
The thing is, that look wasn't on purpose. That look was like from a picture. Jazz cropped that out of a picture that we were like modeling the merch, and for some reason I just looked like I had a very serious face, and she just zoomed in on it, and so that look wasn't actually on purpose. I wasn't funny on purpose for that.
Loris is in chat, and he says he's here for you, Geel. Loris, did Geel ever pay you?
It was powerful.
That'd be good to know.
Go ahead and get that out of the way. Let's just let's just hit the dirty laundry segment that we promised on day one here. I don't know if there's any other
He
ones.
wants you to know that he's watching you, Geel.
Yeah, well, he better be because it's Tip of the Hats 2021. All donations going straight to One Step Camp for the kids.
That was a very nice reflection.
Nice reflection. I don't know if there's any. Yeah, that might have been the last. We probably clicked through the clockwork one, but
We do have a few more donations.
read them out.
We got Jembo with $100. Didn't even realize TotH was on. Sorry, I missed it. Well, you didn't miss it because you just don't. Oh, what? Oh, no, sorry. We got Twinku, 146 with $421. Tanks for all tuh. So, Twinku,
Thanks.
tanks. Yeah.
Thanks.
We got Goldfish for $250. Always happy to see Tip of the Hats bring people together for a wonderful purpose every year. Much love, much support to the future. We got J79 with $10. It's all I could fit into this tiny, tiny hat. Well, we're here for the tiny guys.
Just a tiny little hat.
Yeah.
You can't fit too many dollar bills in this tiny little hat.
We
Well,
got Cream 180 with $250. It breaks my heart that this is the final Tip of the Hats, but all gilded geese eventually lay their final golden egg. F Cancer, huge love to you guys, and may the future hold only the best life can offer for all of you. Big love from down under. We got Light with 50. So long and thank you for all the fish. And then we got Nimbut with 50 for all the little guys. Germa in parentheses.
Oh.
By the way, guys, real quick before we start this, a lot of great donations coming in. Keep in mind, the John T. Hughes and John Hughes Foundation are matching all donations up to $5,000 today. So I believe that started around $23,000.
Yeah, so
every donation that you get in up until about $28,000, and we'll get the exact number, will be matched one for one. So if you donate $1, that's actually $2 going to Camp One Step up until that $5,000 today.
I do also want to bring notice to the fact that Bren now has $2,000+ to his tattoo. We got $2,047 towards his tattoo. So we need to reach $69,420 by the end of today. I think we can do it, guys.
Any oil princes in chat? Want to just
catch up to us?
recklessly throw money?
What do you think,
towards-
Bren?
You could grab that gas can and refuel the vehicle right now, so it's good to go.
Oh, Bren really wants this tattoo. He thinks we should
Bren
lower
wants
the
to
number.
lower it. We might just do that now. We might just do it.
All right, guys. You heard it here first. Bren
so
getting
this-
an orange bird tattooed on his bicep.
Pump my gas. Yep, that's how I do it. Right.
Guys, Bren very quietly said behind us, make it ... $25.
Yeah.
So this is Dr. Spaceman Origins, I believe. Shebe 500.
I'm sorry for speaking over you.
Just say it one more time. It was $500.
Shebe for 500.
One more time.
Shebe for $500 Renos.
Thank you.
Never gets old, does it?
No, it doesn't. I can keep doing it. Shebe for $500. Keep those big guy donations coming in. Keep those little guy donations coming in. Keep those guy donations coming in. Keep those girl donations coming in.
Whatever.
Keep all those donations coming in. And again, that $500 donation, that was just also matched. That actually became $1,000 going straight to Camp One Step. So thank you so much, and we'll see if we can get that.
That's an excellent point.
Brought up.
And again, also just on top of the.
So we touched base on this a little bit last night before we wrapped for the day, but this is PubG in its infancy stages, and oh wait, we might have already watched this. I remember that exact cut.
This one maybe.
Yeah. So I need the mouse on my screen. Please.
Kurt is hoarding the mouse.
I got
right
it.
now.
Thank you.
Ooh, that's okay.
Thank you. So the idea is that there's 4 human players, and there are, I think we did a whitelist of people from the community if you own PubG, which at the time pretty much everybody owned PubG.
It was the next big thing.
Yeah, it was the new hotness. And there was a guy named Dr. Spaceman who somehow, I'm sure we figured out the technicalities of how he got in this way, but there was suddenly a 5th human player. It was kind of a moment of beauty where it was these 4 people all by themselves fending, and then suddenly this one random human player pops up, and it was like a beautiful rainbow in this.
Like a movie sequence.
It really was like, oh, we're the last 4 alive, and then suddenly unknown hero pops up. So this is the culmination of the Dr. Spaceman series. So the way that PUBG works is this is a custom lobby, but it is still a battle royale at its core. So in order for the lobby to end, it needed 1 player left alive. So there's 3 people alive at this time. There's 1 zombie who's left. I think it's Zoracraft or something. There's Tag, who was the last human player alive. But unbeknownst to, I think at the time, Tag, Spaceman is in the corner, still alive throughout all of this.
Yeah, it's Spaceman, a zombie, and you.
How much training do you think it takes to be a doctor and a spaceman?
Hello?
Or do you think he got a PhD in space?
It's double effort, right?
Oh, Tag murdered Dr. Spaceman. So the clip title of this is Dr. Spaceman shot first.
Hello?
Did he really though?
What?
Yeah, so he's prone.
Oh.
He's prone there. I didn't see this on the first watch of this clip when I saw it way back when. Spaceman is on the left side of the clip screen here in a ghillie suit, just staring at Tag with a sniper in close range, just ready to blast him away.
But I think there was murder in Tag's eyes. I don't think this can really.
You don't think it was retaliation?
Yeah, I've always been Team Spaceman.
Yeah, he did shoot first. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that muzzle flash. We are going through this forensic analysis. There it is, right there.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. We've reviewed the VOD. Spaceman will be banned for the rest of the season. Yeah, wow. So he really did just blast him right in the head with that with the machine gun there, the M249. And wow, Spaceman. There is an alternate universe in which Spaceman won that all, and I don't know.
Actually, what happened after that is Tag was forced to leave Tip of the Hat, and Spaceman took his place.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What a great moment. That's just one of those random serendipitous moments of beauty where it's like that. It really, honestly, couldn't have gone better. Whoever
I'm clicking report.
Spaceman was played that.
Yeah, it's
Perfectly.
That's one of those mysteries that'll live with us forever.
Yeah, that's just one of those things where it's thank goodness they were who they were. I think that was the last one that we had queued here, so we're probably going to throw this over to a variety game of sorts. I don't know which one we want to do first.
While we're figuring that out, do we have any more donations?
Read out some donos.
Oh, yeah, let's see. That would be a good time, wouldn't it?
It would be a wonderful time.
We do have a few more donations. We got Anonymous with $25, Aga with $50, and Shebe. Oh, Shebe actually had a note with their $500 donation.
Ooh.
Here, buy yourself a better hat so it can fit more dollar bills in it. Thank you.
But I like the little guy hat. I'm torn, but for $500, Shebe.
Maybe we can get.
Can we upsize this?
No, maybe what we can do is we can get a bunch of little hats.
Oh.
We can get a series of little hats and fit all the donations in them.
The sum is greater than the parts.
Or so they say.
Yes.
Yes.